Welcome to a journey into the heart of Japanese art. Today, we're diving into one of the most iconic masterpieces ever created, Katsushika Hokusai South Wind, Clear Sky, better known as Red Fuji. This stunning woodblock print is part of Hokusai's legendary series, 36 Views of Mount Fuji, crafted in the early 1830s during Japan's Edo period. Have you ever wondered why Mount Fuji, Japan's sacred mountain, is sometimes depicted in a striking red hue? In this exploration, we'll uncover the beauty of this artwork, the genius behind its creation, and the rich cultural tapestry it weaves. So, let's begin by stepping into the world Hokusai has painted for us. Picture this. Mount Fuji stands tall and majestic, its slopes glowing with a deep, vibrant red, as if the rising sun has set it ablaze. Below, a dark green forest stretches across the base, each tree meticulously detailed, hinting at the crispness of an autumn morning. Above, a clear blue sky stretches endlessly, adorned with wispy white clouds that seem to drift in a gentle breeze. There are no human figures here, just the mountain, the forest, and the sky, locked in a timeless dance of color and form. This is South Wind, Clear Sky, a print that captures not just a moment, but a feeling, a sense of awe and serenity that has captivated viewers for nearly 2 centuries. To truly appreciate Red Fuji, we need to travel back to the Edo period, a fascinating chapter in Japan's history that spanned from 1603 to 1867. This was a time of peace and isolation when Japan closed its doors to the outside world, allowing its own culture to flourish. During this era, a unique art form emerged, ukiyo-e, or pictures of the floating world. These woodblock prints and paintings captured the fleeting beauty of landscapes, kabuki actors, and everyday life. And at the heart of this movement was Hokusai, a master artist born in 1760, who was already in his 70s when he embarked on the 36 Views of Mount Fuji series. Hokusai was no stranger to hard work. By this point in his career, he had produced over 30,000 works, ranging from sketches to prints to illustrated books. The 36 Views series was meant to showcase Mount Fuji from different angles and seasons, but its popularity was so immense that Hokusai expanded it to 46 prints. South Wind, Clear Sky emerged during this creative peak, reflecting both his skill and his deep connection to Japan's natural and cultural heritage. Imagine living in a bustling Edo city, surrounded by merchants and samurai, and then seeing this print, a quiet, powerful reminder of nature's grandeur. It's no wonder it struck a chord with so many. Now let's zoom in on the artistry of South Wind, Clear Sky. What makes this print so breathtaking? First, there's the color. The red of Mount Fuji comes from benigara, a pigment made from iron oxide, giving the mountain its distinctive glow. Early impressions of the print, sometimes called pink Fuji, show a softer, more faded red, while later versions boast a bold, even tone. Notice how the red transitions smoothly, almost as if the mountain is breathing with life. Below, the forest is a marvel of texture, with tiny trees rendered in dark green, possibly inspired by Chinese painting techniques like the raindrop texture used centuries earlier. The sky, too, is a work of art, clear blue with decorative clouds that add movement and depth. Hokusai didn't stop at tradition, though. He blended Eastern styles with Western perspective techniques, which he studied from smuggled Dutch and French artworks. This fusion gives the mountain a three-dimensional quality, making it leap off the page. And how is this all created? Through the painstaking process of woodblock printing. Hokusai drew the design. Carvers etched it into multiple wooden blocks, one for each color, and printers layered the ink on a paper with perfect precision. The result? A print that's both a technical triumph and a visual feast. But South Wind, Clear Sky is more than just a pretty picture. It's a window into Japan's soul. Mount Fuji isn't just a mountain, it's a sacred symbol. In Shintoism, it's a dwelling place for gods and spirits, while in Buddhism, it represents the journey to enlightenment. The red hue in Hokusai's print carries even deeper meaning. According to the tale of the bamboo cutter, a 10th century Japanese folktale, an emperor burned an elixir of immortality on Fuji's summit, linking the mountain to eternal life. That red glow, it's not just the dawn, it's a symbol of immortality and good fortune. In Japan, seeing Red Fuji in real life is considered a lucky omen, and Hokusai captured that magic on paper. Beyond legends, Mount Fuji has shaped Japanese culture for centuries. Its perfect cone and snow-capped peak have inspired poets, painters, and pilgrims. During the Edo period, people formed groups called Fuji-ko to climb the mountain, and those who couldn't make the trek built miniature Fujis, known as Fujizuka, in their towns. Hokusai tapped into this reverence, showing Fuji not just as a physical presence, but as a spiritual anchor. What do you think it must have felt like to see this print in a time when the mountain was both a distant dream and a daily inspiration? It's a connection that still resonates today. Let's talk about the man behind the masterpiece. Hokusai was as colorful as his art. He changed his name over 30 times, each shift marking a new phase of his creative life. When he made South Wind, Clear Sky, he went by Aitsu, a name that signaled his artistic maturity. He also moved 93 times. Yes, 93. Reportedly because he hated cleaning and preferred a fresh start over a broom. Even after a fire destroyed his studio in 1839, burning countless sketches, Hokusai kept going, driven by an unshakable passion. One of his most famous quotes reveals his humility. "If heaven had granted me 5 more years, I could have become a real painter." He said this near the end of his life, at 88, still chasing perfection. And here's a fun fact. In 1804, he painted a massive portrait of the monk Daruma, over 180 meters long, using a broom and a bucket of ink in front of a crowd. Hokusai wasn't just an artist. He was a performer, a dreamer, and a relentless creator. The legacy of South Wind, Clear Sky stretches far beyond Japan. When Japan opened to the West in the 1850s, Hokusai's prints flooded Europe and America, sparking a craze called Japanism. Impressionists like Vincent van Gogh fell in love with his bold colors and daring compositions. Today, you can find Red Fuji in top museums like the Metropolitan Museum of Art and the British Museum. In 2019, an impression sold for over $500,000 at auction, a testament to its enduring power. From fashion to film, this print continues to inspire, proving that Hokusai's vision transcends time and borders. As we wrap up our journey, take a moment to reflect on South Wind, Clear Sky. It's not just a depiction of Mount Fuji, it's a celebration of nature, art, and the human spirit. Hokusai invites us to see the world through his eyes, a place of beauty, mystery, and endless possibility. So, the next time you gaze at a mountain, a sunrise, or even a simple print, ask yourself, what stories lie beneath the surface? Thank you for joining us on this adventure into Hokusai's masterpiece, a timeless window into the soul of Japan.